wait, don't tell me though.
Listen to music. We sneaking and watching our phone. I'm sleeping watching last episode of Paradise. I'm doing this. I'm doing that. Blah, blah, blah. You're competing with everything. So on top of competing with everything, I don't want to compete with the biggest, the one who's going to take up all the space. They're not going to promote shit else on the app, because a lot of this shit is playlisting and getting on the app. That's how people half the time I'd be like, oh, somebody dropped the album. I just saw they got a song at the top of the playlist. That's what you're competing with. You're competing with just time. You don't have enough time.
But with everything you just said, that competition is going to be there regardless.
It wasn't there in the past, is what I'm saying.
No, but I'm saying today.
Agreed.
That competition is still there. If you're just competing with time, all those other factors are still going to be in place.
Yeah, but if I could avoid one of those big factors, I'm going to try to avoid that big factor. If that person takes up, because Taylor Swift not only takes up the airwaves on the app, it takes up the airwaves when anybody's talking about music, period. It's about Taylor Swift. It's about the drop. It's about this. It's about that. It's on the news. It's like, there's no space to breathe. Like, my album can't even get no promo because the Taylor Swift album is coming out.
I see what you're saying.
Darren finished a walk. Watch. Oh, no, it's me. I stood up for 12 hours. Great.
You really did have a busy day.
It's been a long day. But
okay, let's say if you was an artist.
If I was, yes.
If you was an artist, would you feel comfortable, like,
dropping on the same day as Taylor Swift?
Nah, not dropping on the same day, but just being a prisoner to the unknown. Like, okay, I don't know if Taylor's gonna drop. I don't know if Drake is gonna drop. So I'm afraid to put my shit out, because if I drop my shit and they drop theirs, then I'm not gonna, like.
I'm not. In most artists, 95% of the artists, that's not their choice. Half, if not 70% of the industry is ultimately signed to Universal. Mm-hmm. And if Universal's biggest artist is about to drop an album, you think Universal's gonna let you drop an album too? Because you might take away from the 6% of your listeners that would listen to Taylor Swift or might listen to yours. Nah, Taylor Swift is my moneymaker. I'm gonna make sure she gets her numbers, because her numbers are part of the story. Taylor Swift breaks this record, she breaks that record. That makes more people go and listen to the record. I get more money. The few artists that are independent that can do that, we're talking very little.
Got you.
We're talking them three, and that's about it. The rest of them have to.
So they're basically prisoners of the machine.
Yeah, everybody is. All of them are, except for the people who live at the top of their shit. The Taylors, the Drakes, the Beyoncés.
Got it. It's wild.
That's where we are. Are we rolling? Oh, we've been rolling. Okay. All right. Not how I expected us to start, but I mean, we're here. We're here. How you been, man?
Long day. Yeah, I got it all out my system, but most of it I'm not going to snap on the podcast. So
glad, because you came in very...
Came in hot.
Very hot. He was not looking his best. Not that he doesn't look good. He just, in his face, you could tell it was a lot weighing on him. The dog was very tired, very annoyed with the situation. So, but I'm glad. Hey, look, man.
Much better now, though. How
I'm
about
glad.
you?
Getting there.
You got to snap and yell, too, sometimes. It helps.
You do. Every once in a while, you got to cuss somebody out. I feel like I'm due a cuss out. Like, I haven't cursed anybody out all of 2026 yet. I don't know who's going to get it, but, like, somebody needs to. And I just got to figure out who it's going to be. Joe said he hopes it's not him. He's come close. He's had 2026 ain't been his best performance yet. I'm joking. But nah, it's been a busy few weeks. Y'all know I've been doing a lot of traveling.
Oh, yeah, you've been a road warrior.
So it's just been super busy. Work's been busy. Home's been busy. It's my birthday month. Shout out to me. I'll be celebrating and receiving gifts all month. So whatever you're willing to give, it's cool. I'm excited for it.
You go on a cruise this month, don't you?
I do go on a cruise for my birthday. First cruise ever.
When is that?
On my birthday. I feel like I don't
know the date.
So I'm supposed to remember Frank's birthday. He can't remember mine.
I never told you to remember mine.
It's fine. Anywho, birthday's April 22nd.
I just did an asshole shit right there. Where you remember my birthday and I said I ain't never tell. I hate when people do that shit. I apologize.
No, it's fine. I told you. It's somebody is due one. And guess what? Nigga, you been close to? Just saying, somebody's due one. It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. But I mean, all in all, I can't complain. I woke up this morning, breath in my lungs. That's that humble shit. You gotta bring yourself back. Woke up this morning, breath in my lungs. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people didn't wake up this morning. You know what I'm saying? I got Bruce to watch over me. I'm good, man. Hey, you got a problem with Bruce?
Just seeing if he got the marks behind his head.
I hit him with a little light buff. I'm gonna get him a little bit more together.
Never said I had a problem with Bruce.
All right, man. Let's not. Told you. We right here. We're right here.
I don't know either.
Anyway. But we back. Guys, sorry about last week. I'm just gonna say it. We recorded one bomb-ass episode. One bomb. I think it's one of our best episodes in the rebrand era. But audio just got chopped up. We had an amazing, was it close to about an hour 45 for y'all. Good topics. Some topics we hadn't touched in a while. And we got into a light little argument because me and Frank don't agree on certain sports things. It's literally, we've been having the same argument for about 5-6 years. But particularly, we got the whole conversation about Bam. It was a good call. It was a good conversation. I just, if I could one day find a way to regain that audio, which I don't think I ever will, I hope y'all see it. But until then, welcome to episode 30, 230, of the greatest broadcast across all the internets, the Samurai Professionals Podcast. I'm your co-host, Marvin, Young Saint, that's Saint by blood, not relation.
Y'all beat Chase son, you replay some, huh?
International Marv, that's the handle. Smash Catch him, Schmurda She Wrote, Starving the Martian, Franklin St. Laurent. Ooh, that boy hot. Call him Flame St. Patrick, a.k.a. Ghost Malone. Smooth Evandros, Dat Man Beyond, Dion Slanders, Petty Pendergrass, Optimus Primetime, Flex Luthor, The Bandalorian, a.k.a. Bando, Anakin Flywalker, Blacker Rock, Poppy Cuffington, Scotty Drippin', Patrick Morhose, just because it just somehow found its way back in my brain. The Breaker of Chains. I skipped some.
You said Snob Marley?
Snob Marley, Ghostface Thriller, The Heavy Potter, Breaker of Chains, Fuck With Me, Don't Fuck Without Me. And the reigning, defending, undisputed asshole of the year. I'm sorry. Sorry, it was there. The reigning, defending, undisputed father of the year, 6 years running, fighting Easter candy like it's a motherfucker. Talk to him.
Nacho Man, Candy Savage, the Slim Reaper, the Serial Killer, Applejack the Ripper, the Munch on Lunch, Lord of the Wings, Jabba in the Cut, the Wholesome Dude, Fat Boy Slim. It's not a dad bod, it's a father figure. The social introvert, the nigga you unlock when you beat the game on expert, the DLC, come see about me. Grits and Gravy, Ron Swanson, Walter White Walker, Hordor Doorstopper, Chief Queef, the King of Crump, Your Highness, Air Swordman, LeBrunch James, Chef Curry Chicken, Chill Jackson, Kung Fu Panda Dunks, Rage Against the Cardio Machines, Juet Leader, F and D, one half of this POD. He is I and I am him. It's Frank. Let's chop it up.
Let's chop it up. Solid. What up, Joe? Come on, wake it up in here. There we go. Wake it up in here. You know what I'm saying? We hope that everything participates at its best form. Wi-Fi got to be on its P's and Q's.
That's the only person that really need to be on their P's and Q's.
Yeah.
Is the Wi-Fi.
That hoe was pissing me off last week. Put together a bomb episode. But anyway, it's all good. We got another one for you. Do me a favor. Smash that thumbs up. Like, comment, subscribe. But I'm going to stop with just smash the thumbs up. First thing you do. That really pushes us to the next level. It makes us get pushed to more people who might fuck with us. Because you don't want to fuck without us. But fuck without me.
Oh, so good. I like how you did it.
All right. I'm ready to go wherever y'all want to start. I ain't going to lie to you. There's one particular topic that came up that I kind of want to hit pretty early in the pod. So unless you got something, huh?
Paradise?
Nah,
okay.
Fuck that. So, I don't know if y'all heard or not, but apparently, Pooh Shiesty is living up to his name. Them damn Sheisty masks are still. Let me tell you, whenever I go to a corner store in the hood, whenever I went to a funeral this last weekend, and it was in the hood, our hood where we grew up. So I'm out there, living life. When you don't go down there as much, like Frank goes down there more often than I do, because his family's still down there. But when I go down there, it feels like it's nostalgia, and I love that I can still move through the place because my face still clean. You know what I mean? And I'm never. My head is still on the swivel, like we talked about. My head is always going to be on the swivel just because of how we grew up. But I don't feel like, But man, I went to the little corner store. I used to buy the Arabs.
Don't feel the same. The environment just feel a little different.
Arabs is what we used to call the shirts.
White tees.
White tees, the big white tees that we used to wear back in the early 2000s. And we used to buy them from what we used to call an Arab store. It's terrible, right?
Can't say that in an Arab. Even then, I still think there's
no. And then
corner store. That's
then the
safest
crazy thing is, you'll go in there, and this man is clearly of some sort of Middle Eastern descent. We get to the counter, and we be like, "Hey, Poppy, let me get a 5X."
Poppy?
I'm wrong?
No, you're not wrong. Sometimes we will tell the Arab man, "Get me an Arab shirt."
Yeah, no, let me get 2 Arabs. Let me get 2 Arabs. No, top row, Poppy, because he up there with the stick. You know what I'm saying? Terrible, but
Don't know where to get the shirt from. Don't got no brand in it. It just got that paper to tell you the size.
Crazy. Because it used to be a brand. It used to be a brand I only mess with.
The one, you talking about Galaxy? That's the
I ain't
only
like,
one we get
Galaxy
at 20th Street.
Y'all used to fuck with the Galaxy. I ain't really fuck with the Galaxy because I ain't like the way they collars was.
It was tight.
I ain't like
you
the
could
collars.
only wash it once because then it get baggy.
It get baggy. It look like bacon.
Yeah.
It look like bacon. But I used to fuck with a Cotton Heritage.
Cotton Heritage is
that was like
brand.
that was almost the name brand of the Arabs back in the day.
Those are last. They wash.
Yeah, they'll wash good. You gotta hang them up. You hang them up so they don't shrink on you. Man, you just get about 2 good wears out of those.
Yeah.
Well, 2 good washes. Because niggas got plenty of wears before that first wash. As long as I ain't getting none on it.
Like, you didn't care. At one point, you got like a drawer with maybe 20 of those shirts in there.
Stacks of
them
white
shirts
tees.
became washcloths. They became the stuff you used to clean your car, washing your rims with it. Real quick, we want to give a shout out to F&D. If you're looking for a spot in South Florida to host an event, please check them out. This is the new home of the Samurai Pros. That's F&D Studios. That's EFENDEE Studios. You can follow them on social media at F&D Studios. Check us out.
Ain't nothing to say after that. He killed it. One of the corner stores on my way out. Because I'm like, man, I ain't been over here in such a minute. Like, I want to see how it looks on the inside. It's still there. So I want to see how it looks on the inside from all them years ago. Who's standing outside? Some YNs with a Sheisty. 2 YNs with a Sheisty. First they had it pulled up here, then they pull it down.
Not gonna lie to you, man. That shit makes me uncomfortable when I see a nigga with that shit, especially if he got on a hoodie in Miami. Like, dog, it's hot.
And it was hot last Saturday.
It's 80 degrees out. There's no reason for you to have a hoodie on.
Nigga.
In the daytime.
Nigga. With a Sheisty. So, like, at first they was just standing outside, and we used to stand outside. So I don't play nothing into it. But I do notice as I get close that your Scully, as it would be called, got holes in it. So I'm like, all right.
It's a ski mask.
It's a ski mask. So I'm like, all right, let me get in here and get what I gotta get. Because all I really wanted was a Gatorade because I had been outside in the sun and I just wanted to replenish myself. Pause. That's not a pause. I don't know. It was something about wetness. Just felt like
it's
a pause.
Gatorade.
It
it's
felt
a
like
beverage.
Pause needed to happen there. Anyway, so I do that. I see them and I'm like, they walk, because if they was wearing it before when I pulled up, I don't want to sound pussy or nothing, but if I sound pussy, fuck you. I pulled up and I was like,
I sound pussy, fuck you.
Yeah. If I sound pussy, fuck you to you. But when I pulled up, they didn't have it on. Now, if they had it down already, I probably wouldn't have stopped. Right?
I wouldn't have
went in. I'd have just, you know what? Not today.
Cause what you got to prove?
Cause I ain't got nothing to prove. Yeah, oh, this my hood. I could do it. I ain't need to do all that. Honestly, could have waited till I got up to 95th and got me a drink.
That neighborhood isn't much better.
But it gets safer as you hit triple digits. You know, as you hit the triple digit streets, it's like, it's a little safer up here. Let me go ahead and.
Oh, I give you that.
Yeah, you hit the triple digit, like, I'll stop by the gas station. Yeah. It's well lit over here.
Well lit, yeah.
But anyway, I seen that. I was like, come on, man. Like, not while I'm here, please. Like, let me just get my little thing. So I moved through there quick. You know what I'm saying? Like, got me a cheese doodle, because you don't get cheese doodles too much.
And sometimes they got the flavors that they don't be having in other places.
Yeah, like the because not Cheetos, cheese doodle that come in a red bag, and I don't like the puff. I don't like the crunchy. I like the puffs.
They don't have the flaming hot puffs up in where we at.
So it was nice to be able to get that. You know what I'm saying? We up there, raising children with Takis and shit. Like, that's what they own. I don't know. Terrible. Terrible what we doing to the children. But anyway, speaking of that was the last time I saw Sheisty. So, and that's the fear it put in my heart. Pause. Why am I pausing?
I don't know, nigga.
Anyway,
You tell me.
It's something in my heart, and nigga got heart. So just the word Sheisty, that's that thought. And this nigga is living up to it. So apparently, I said all that to say, Pooh Shiesty, I guess, was signed to Gucci Mane.
He was. Not guess, he was.
Was signed to Gucci Mane. So him and Gucci were supposed to get together to talk about how he can work his way out of his deal or whatever. Mm-hmm. So they meet in Houston, Dallas. And this happened back in January, end of January. They meet out in Dallas at a studio, and Pooh Shiesty come in with 8 other niggas. One of them being his own father, by the way.
That's wild. Fucking wild.
One of them being his own father, and the rapper, what's his name, Big30?
Big30, who was also affiliate with Gucci.
So they walk into this studio and proceed to, they're using the word kidnap. I'm saying they proceeded to hold them hostage, essentially. Like, they pulled guns out and was like, hey, you gonna let me out of this deal or such and such and such and such. Forced Gucci to sign the shit and, pull chains and all that other dumb shit that young niggas do. This is crazy because this nigga just got out of jail. Mm-hmm. Just put out a song
called First Day Out.
Like, your whole thought process should be, hey, I'm gonna do it better this time. I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that. This gotta be some of the dumbest shit I have heard in a very long time. That's premium dumb. Like, I'm all about, we just watched Drake trying to get out of record deals. We've seen plenty of people try to get out of record deals. This gotta be some of the wildest, stupidest, because it's like, you leave. He must have thought Gucci too real in the streets that he not gonna call the cops, or somebody else in the studio is never gonna hear what happened in here and they not gonna call the cops. Because why, if I owned the studio, would I hear this happen and I not call the cops? Because now people not gonna feel safe at my business. You put yourself in a terrible position. And I just want y'all to know, Gucci Mane is 10, 15 years removed from the streets. This dude is clean. The biggest thing...
He does ads for Gucci now.
Yeah, the biggest thing Gucci is dealing with is his mental shit. His, not dementia, he's dealing with schizophrenia.
That I didn't know.
Oh, no, you didn't. Him and his wife, like, they had a whole... this is the only Breakfast Club clip I actually gave 10 minutes to in the last, 10 years. She was on there him and his wife, Keisha Kaur, they were on there talking about how, she had to, I want to say it's the Breakfast Club, don't misquote me, but
it was an interview.
It was an interview where she was talking about how she's had to, help regulate his medication and how niggas took advantage of him when he was going through shit. And, and that, to me, as much as people talk about their relationship and they say a lot of shit about her and how she's so into him, but don't take care of her kids, all that little dumb shit. But that showed me how much she loved him. Because guess what? A lot of us ain't never know that shit. Y'all two just found that out just now. Mm-hmm. That's how much they keep that shit together.
Keep it in house.
And the fact that she has taken control over, I think, a lot of his business just to make sure like he don't sign away shit that he don't need to sign away.
Right.
But that's the biggest shit he's facing. He's far removed from that shit. Now, this is the same Gucci that was on that stage 2 or 3 years ago. Talk about how he smoked. He smoked one on Jeezy Homeboy, smoking a Pookie pack. The same Jeezy, not Jeezy, same Gucci, but that's some of the most terrible decision making I have seen in a very, very long time.
100%.
Terrible.
If I'm not mistaken, when he went to jail for 5 years and he got out early, I think he went in what, 2022? He was supposed to do 5 years, but he came out in 2025.
Late 2025. Like he ain't been out 6 months.
Yeah, he hasn't been out long. And if I'm not mistaken, wasn't it a violent offense or something gun related?
I believe so.
So to commit another violent crime after a prison stint is just beyond stupid. First of all, right before you went in, you had a hit song. You was doing well. You come out, you drop another song, you're still doing good. People still love you. People still fucking with your music. Why? And I say this knowing that there's no logical answer to it, but it's like, why jeopardize all that? Like, I get sometimes people can't see past their nose and they think, okay, I'm going to make this decision and continue to move on with life. And not enough people think about the what ifs. Like, even if it's a 1% chance that, hey, this shit could go really left for me, is it worth that gamble? Not saying this robbery was that 1% chance. It was greater than 1%, of course, but still, you do this shit, you could be gone for a very long time and lose everything.
Oh, they're talking life.
Really?
So this is a Fed case.
And I'm about to say, the worst thing about it is a Fed case.
The DOJ is the people who gave this press conference, okay?
Yeah,
they're not playing with you. This happened back in January, and they just now arrested you. That means they took their goddamn time.
On top of that, the feds have like a 88% conviction rate. Like, that is damn high.
Depending on what they put on them, you know what I mean? It's they talking about facing life imprisonment.
So stupid.
Each individual. That's crazy.
At this point, you got enough money to have lawyers send letters to Gucci saying, hey, let's work out a deal to get him out that contract and blah, blah, blah. There's no reason to come.
That lawyer shit wasn't working, cuz.
You didn't even try, man.
How do you know that? Let's say they did try the lawyer shit. And Gucci was like, no, you still owe me 2 albums.
Nigga, you could have did what Frank Ocean did. Exactly. I'm going to keep my good songs. I'm going to give you enough to satisfy you. Once I'm out, I'm going to drop the good shit.
What if you give me stuff and I keep being like, nah, that ain't it? That's crazy. Record labels do this shit all the time. This is how we started. This is how the pod started. Record labels do this shit all the time. You're not in charge of shit.
That's why you got to.
You hear TDE. You hear half of them artists always complaining about that they won't let them drop. All of them. SZA was one of the ones who 2-3 years ago, before this last album dropped, which was a huge hit, she was like, I can't drop. I'm trying to drop. I want to drop. I want to put out an album. Record labels are in charge. The execs are in charge. If you sign to something, you are signed to something, unless you can find a way that they did something wrong to you and you can find your way out of it, or find a way to renegotiate it.
Well, it doesn't look like he exhausted any of those options.
We don't know that. Hell, we just found out this.
Well, this has been a rumor since.
Yeah, I've heard mentions, but we just finding out the full length of what happened.
Right. If you had to take a guess, do you think he's the type of person to think, let's get lawyers involved first?
Yeah.
Hell no.
Yeah.
I don't.
For sure. Lawyers got involved. They're not moving fast enough for me.
Hell no, I don't think he's the type of guy with that type of foresight.
You just got out of jail. You've been dealing with lawyers for a while. You feel like your lawyers are invincible. They can do whatever. You talk to your lawyer. He's like, oh, no, I talked to him, this, and that, blah, blah, blah. You in jail the whole time. You trying to get yourself out of the deal. It ain't working out. It ain't working out. You in that bitch frustrated. You out.
So his actions make sense to you.
I'm not saying it makes sense to me, but I'm talking the same logic of somebody who would do the shit that we talking about.
Just because something makes sense to you doesn't mean you agree with it.
I know it don't make sense to me.
But if you can explain the logic, it makes sense.
I can explain the logic of that nigga, and it makes sense to him. That's a difference.
Just because something makes sense doesn't mean you agree with it.
No. It makes sense to him. That doesn't make sense to me. But
Okay.
I can see through the perspective of that person who lives that type of lifestyle. So far in my life, all the dumb shit I've done, what does it really cost me? Other than friends who've died, other than all the shit I've done, I only did 3 years. I got out. This is probably not even the worst shit that I've never been caught for. Listen to the music. This is likely not the worst shit I've ever been not caught for. So I'm straight. I'm living. I'll be all right.
He probably thought it was no big deal, just going strong on some shit.
Yeah.
But still, stupid.
1,000%.
And then not one person in that room say, yo, dog, you got too much going on. We can't have you.
No, we went there for that. That's why it was 3 of them and 8 of us. 9 of us.
At the very least, you always supposed to protect the money. Like, if we're going to do some shit stupid, you can't be in the room. You always have to have plausible deniability. That's why so many people was mad at Ja when he was getting caught with guns. Like, yo, you're the money. You can't get caught doing stupid shit. If I'm your best friend and I got the gun on me, it's like, okay, yeah, my friend wildin', but that ain't me, that's him. I'll tell him to chill out, or I can distance myself from him in the public light. But in no regard, you get caught with it. You feed all of us. We can't jeopardize that.
Everybody don't live by them rules anymore.
I thought that was universal. Well, it should have been.
People don't live by them rules. People live by the, I gotta live my lyrics.
Yeah, I think that's stupid too.
It's the world we live in now.
I know, I get it. I'm not saying it's not. I'm just saying, I just think it's crazy that you could have somebody like Martin Scorsese who makes movies about mafia shit, knowing he was never in a mob or anything, and people love and respect his movies, and they're revered, and rightfully so.
And people never learn enough from him. But a lot of these kids don't watch the mafia movies anymore.
No, I mean, but what I'm saying is you can have somebody that could create art about something that they're not promoting or living. It's just entertainment. And it talks about an actual, like, it's real. It does happen in real life, but it's not that person's life. They're just telling a story of things that happen. And yet rappers aren't granted that same grace.
Yeah, they are.
No, because a rapper lose points. Certain rappers will lose points if they feel you're not living your raps.
That's because their lyrics are, I actually killed that nigga, and I killed him off of 80, 86, and 37. Like,
Right.
That's the problem.
But that's the thing.
Because that's what they building their reputation on. But
And
Jay-Z talks about his selling stuff and all that. But then there's plenty of time where you talk about he'll pull a gun and do this and do that. I'm assuming Jay-Z ain't killed nobody. That's an assumption.
Right.
I'm assuming Jay-Z hasn't killed anybody. But he can tell the story of the people he's been around. We grew up, we have seen shit that we probably should have never seen. If we were rappers, we probably could spin that into a nifty tune.
Possibly.
But we've seen things. Most rap, we can talk about the big 3 we just talked about: Drake, Kendrick, and J. Cole. A lot of them have been around shit and can talk about certain shit, but they haven't experienced that shit because they weren't in that life. The great ones can tell stories. That's why we call them storytellers.
But even if they're telling a story, it shouldn't matter what perspective they rap it from.
Yeah, I agree.
Because if you're rapping from the perspective of you're the character that you're rapping, that shouldn't matter whether you were telling the story from a first person or a third person. In my opinion, I wouldn't care. As long as the story's good, I'll be happy with it. Whereas where I think in the hip hop fan base, they would discredit the person saying, oh, you're not living your raps. You talking about killing people, you ain't killed nobody. Why does it matter if he actually killed the person or not? Is the song is good or not?
No, but here's my thing. If in the rap, and we'll wrap this part, but if in your raps, because I've heard J. Cole do it, I've heard Kendrick do it, I've heard Drake do it, where they'll say, you know, my homie, that's all you need to say, and you can tell the same story. And the raps will hit the exact same, you telling the story about somebody else. It don't always got to be, I pulled the gun, I did this, I did that. Because then now you're not telling the story right, personally. But like you said, rappers don't get the same, hip-hop specifically. When it comes to authenticity, that's kind of what it's based off of. It's a lot about authenticity. It's got to be you writing the rhymes. It's got to be this. It's got to be that. It has to be your story, your life. But we've moved past that. Slick Rick was telling stories. He's one of the greatest storytellers ever. Jay-Z was telling 99 Problems is a bunch of other people's stories. It's not necessarily his story. But it's just how you tell it.
I get you.
The problem is these kids are on that some extra, I got to live my raps. I got to do this. I got to do that. Matter of fact, let me tell you exactly where the evidence is. So if you go there, I left my gun under the garbage can on 54th.
You'd think they'll learn from Bobby Shmurda. That's why he got arrested. They used his own lyrics against him.
This you?
Yeah.
This you right?
Play it in court. So who caught that body about a week ago? You said it in the song, and then you threw the hat. So prior to throwing the hat, what did you say?
Stupidity, man. Anywho.
But thankfully, Gucci didn't get hurt in that whole situation.
100%.
Thankfully, nobody got hurt, and that's what you get for being stupid, man. Ain't no words of sympathy here. If you're gonna do stupid shit, then what I always say: play stupid games, win stupid prizes. That's
I
on
ain't
you,
gonna
bro.
lie to you. I'm not about the whole prison shit. Like, I think prison is slavery for a lot, and it's institutionally a way to keep us specifically down.
Yes,
I do not support the prison shit, but certain people being locked up would make the world safer. Sorry. Not that anybody can be rehabilitated, because I believe everyone can. But not
prisons
everyone.
aren't designed for that, though.
But not everyone.
Right.
Like, I believe everyone can be rehabilitated, but not everybody. You gotta want to be more. So.
Yeah, you can't help nobody that don't want to be helped. Absolutely.
But T's and P's, thoughts and prayers to everybody involved.
Not really.
Nah, I hope he finds some God in there.
Okay.
He got nothing but time. He ain't got nothing but time.
I agree with that. He ain't got nothing but time.
Find a God. You could find Jesus. I know Allah's gonna be in there if you with the right people. What you laughing about? He find something in there. Turn your life around. Tory Lane's about to release an album from jail. Maybe you could do that. But guess what? I'll listen to your music in there, because it'll be safe for the rest of us out here. And that's all I got to say.
Yeah, I ain't got nothing else to say about that.
Glad Gucci's all right.
Glad Gucci's all right. That's it.
That's it. What else we got on the board? I know last week in the episode that didn't drop, we had our conversation about Brandy and Cam and
Brandy's back in the news this week.
Brandy and Mace and everything, and then we talked about how Shine might be that nigga that, she wanted to keep in the closet somewhere.
Right. Everybody got a secret they want to keep, and Shine could have possibly been her secret.
Yeah.
And he ran his mouth a little too much.
It's a little too much dip on his chip. You know what I'm saying? Now, low-key, might have been perfect timing for her, because she just released her memoir.
We mentioned that in last week's episode.
That didn't drop.
Didn't drop. It didn't drop.
But she has her memoir that dropped this past week. And at least in the early stages, one of the bigger revelations, even though this has been whispered about for a long time, if you did your math, you figured out that Brandy was dating Wanya from Boyz II Men when she was 16, 17, around that age.
And he was 22.
And he was 22, just because we could all do math. But she mentioned it in her book where he's been quoted in many interviews saying that, they met very early on. He saw the beauty in her, and, he waited till she was a protege. Yeah. In everything, and he waited, and they waited till she was of age and whatever.
We've heard that one before.
I'm not trying to put them in the same category, but I hear where you're coming from.
Actually, I was talking about Tiger and Kylie. They said the same thing, except he didn't call her a protege. We just been friends, and like the moment she turned 18, y'all was in a relationship. Like,
no, they was in a relationship long before that, though.
Well, it wasn't public. We knew.
No, they was together all the time. Like
they was together all the time, but they
openly
didn't announce.
said he was dating her when she was like 17.
Before she
because the
turned
legal
18?
age in California, I believe, is 17.
Okay, I was about to say he waited until he was clear.
Still nasty.
Still nasty. Not saying man.
Still nasty.
Just saying we've heard that excuse before. We know it don't mean
hell.
shit.
We lived that excuse. I was having a conversation with a girl we went to high school with this week, and we were just. She's a big fan of Brandy, and I saw that the book was out. So I was like, hey, I know you're a big fan of Brandy. The book dropped. I know you're excited about it.
Yeah.
She was like, she already got it, and this and that, and then this clip comes out. So I sent it to her like, because I know you're a big fan. I'm sure, when you're a big fan of somebody, a little bit more than the regular person, the average person, because you're more tapped into that person's news cycle or whatever. But yeah, she was like, it had her thinking, because when we were young, this is something I've been preaching this, and people call me a hater since we were kids. When I was like, yo, we are 15, 16 years old. You in the same class as me. We were born the same year. All this other shit. And this nigga is 20-something picking you up. I heard this nigga coming, because, if you went to Jackson, you had to go around the
parking lot.
You had to go around the parking lot to get in. You had to drive by the field, come back the way the food trucks used to be. Nigga been hearing that nigga since he came under the underpass. You know what I'm saying? And he picked you up, and we had, we were talking, and she was like, well, them girls was getting money from them niggas. And I said, we knew that wasn't beside the point. We were just like, it wasn't on some hate, like, oh man, I can't believe he's stealing our girls. It was like, yeah, that's just weird. Cause that's what I never did when I graduated.
Hang out at high school.
Hang out at high schools. Stand outside, pick up a girl.
We wasn't even doing that shit freshman year in college. We wasn't going back to high school. Like, once we was out, we was out.
That's what I'm saying.
I could count the one time I've been back in my school since I graduated. Two times.
That's it.
2 times. 3 times, actually. Transcripts. I went back the next day because my homeboy didn't get his diploma that day. So I drove back up there with him. Because even after graduation, you still wanted a reason to be around your friends, and all my friends lived in the city, so I had to get down to the city that day. And then when my cousin, damn near 6 years later, was a cheerleader at a game, at a basketball game. Yeah. That's it. Those are the 3 times I've been back in the school since I graduated, and the first 2 times happened in the span of 2 weeks after I graduated. So years have gone by. I have not been back in that place again.
Only been back once, and it was for I tried to kill 2 birds with 1 stone. When I had to get my transcript, I wanted to visit Mr. Bryant. That was the teacher that got me into drafting and set me on my path to where I am now. And that was it. I went and got my transcript. When I asked to visit him, they was like, no, you can't hang. The past students can't see the teachers. I was like, all right, cool. Never saw me again. That was it. I had no other reason to come. If it wasn't for the transcript, I just wanted to holler at him. I couldn't holler at him. All right, cool, I'm out. Ain't no other reason for me to be here.
So there's been clips coming out of Wanya talking about this, and she was 16 and this and that and blah blah blah. But the way she paints it, and I'm not trying to tell her story any different from how she told it, is that she was taken advantage of. And this has come out very recently. There was Keke Palmer was sitting down with Demi Lovato a couple weeks ago for her podcast. And they were both talking about how when they were 15, 16, they had boyfriends who were 25, 30. And because they were living such an accelerated lifestyle, they felt it was normal until they got of age and looked back and were like, ew, like, the fuck were we doing? And now that is in the early 2000s. This was in the 90s where a lot of this shit was way more acceptable, sadly. It was. A lot of this older niggas date, because it was acceptable when we was in high school. Probably the tail end of it was when we were the tail end of when it stopped being cool for certain people.
Right.
But like in the 90s, this wasn't like so far-fetched. Hell, Kamora Lee Simmons and Russell Simmons, she was like,
I think she was 16. She was
16. They got married when she was like 18 just because now she could.
Right. If he could have married at 16, he probably would have.
Like this was very well accepted back then. So, and I try to not to make excuses for anybody because I want it to be very clear. I'm not trying to sound like I make excuses for people who do weird shit because I still think it was weird because I remember thinking the Aaliyah thing was weird when I found out about it. But I was young when that happened, so I didn't know until I was much older. But there were a lot of things that certain jokes used to be accepted in the 90s. Certain things that you see on Martin right now, you could never watch today. Could never be on a show today because the show would be canceled. Mm-hmm. Some of this shit was accepted in the 90s. Still, like I want you to hear me that I'm not trying to make excuses for him, but it was a normal thing, sadly. So how do you categorize somebody in that regard? Do you look at them away now?
I think that's I don't want to call it a trend, but I just think it's with the times we are in now, people audit the past with today's lens. So although what you're saying that, yeah, because I'm saying it was acceptable, I'm not saying it's right. I just don't have the proper word to describe it. Like it was commonplace. Like it wasn't something we've seen. It was like, oh, okay, cool. We're all happy, go lucky about it. It was like, he's doing that weird shit, but since nobody else is speaking up on the weird shit, I don't feel comfortable speaking on it either. So I guess it is what it is. We, like you said, we all knew Aaliyah and R. Kelly just didn't sit right. It was like, yo, that's kind of weird. Even when we was in high school, like you said, it wasn't on no hate and shit. It's just, I don't see what a 25-year-old have in common with you. You dumb as rocks. Like, what are y'all talking about? But it was just one.
Nigga, I can't have no conversation with you. We in the same grade.
We in the same grade. You got to go to night school. You know what I'm saying?
Damn.
No, but in all seriousness, like even as kids, we saw the shit was off.
Oh, in high school for art.
Got you drawing happy faces
My
at
bad.
7:30.
My bad, because I know people who went to night school for art. I know that for a fact.
No, it's jokes, but
Some
it's
of the
real.
cutest girls.
It's real.
My bad.
But no, I think now it's just as a culture, what we've come to do is just take a step back and realize, like, yo, it was a lot of weird shit that went on. What I find incredibly odd is, although this like Brandy didn't tell us nothing we didn't already know.
Yes.
I think the only thing is now we're hearing it in her words in her book.
Yeah.
But she didn't.
So it hit different.
Yeah, she didn't tell us nothing we didn't already know. And I'm be honest with you, her words doesn't change my perspective. It was weird then, and hearing her say it, it's like, yo, I still feel it's like I agree with you. Like it was weird, and yeah, he took advantage of you. Like there's no other way around that. From my perspective, what I do find wild though is the clips of him trying to still paint that picture of, no, she was a protege and she was a friend.
Like he doing it now, or the old clips of him?
Them clips are not old, bro.
No. They're
like in the 2020s.
Breakfast Club. No, I agree.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. No, when I say old, I mean anything post this book coming out.
Oh yeah, no. I haven't heard him post this book.
Okay.
But shortly, yeah, he hasn't said anything post this book. But even then, like, if it's like, I don't know the exact year. I know it was like after 2020. You have a interview on the Breakfast Club. It had to be during 2020.
Yeah,
because I believe it was a conference video interview. Like you were at your home.
No, they were there.
Yeah.
No, they were in studio.
Oh, they was in studio. Okay, my bad.
I know you're talking about.
And this topic is coming up. So it's like, not only do we know about it, it's still in the forefront of people's thoughts about you. You know what I'm saying? And then you still try to paint this picture like we can't see the bullshit. Don't piss on people and tell them that it's raining. It's not going to work. So now that this book comes out, people are going and rightfully so, people are going to pull up those not so old interviews and be like, this is what you were saying? Like, you honestly thought we were going to believe she was your protege and that y'all just magically connected and y'all was really good friends and all that? What were y'all connecting about? Like, what y'all had in common? Like, what was the sparks that brought you two together? Like,
we was on TRL together.
All you're going to do is just dig a deeper hole for yourself.
He should say nothing.
Shut the fuck up and move away.
Finish your tour.
He's on tour?
Yeah.
Yeah. Speaking of tour and people fucking it up for themselves, we're going to get to another, and it's on the topic of music. Remind me, we'll get to that next topic.
Okay.
But, dude, you were wrong then, and you was wrong a couple of years ago when you're trying to clean it up on the Breakfast Club. I don't think there's no other way around it.
I agree. One of my favorite singers of all time. I think he's vocally...
You're a talented individual.
I think he's vocally the best male singer ever. That's my personal opinion about him.
No, he's incredibly talented person.
But that shit is weird. And there ain't no other way around saying it that you're weird.
We don't want to say other buzzwords on this pod and get our content flagged.
And you could have been a prisoner of the moment of the 90s. That was a lot of shit that people was doing. You thought it was cool. And in hindsight, you regret it. I'd rather you just say that. Yeah. I'd rather you just say that. It'd make life a lot easier.
But they're not, because
PR says don't say shit. Let it die. It's a book.
They don't even do that either. They talk and make it worse.
I wouldn't say another word. We ain't out to promote no album. The tour is the tour. There's 3 of us. I don't got to be on every press run. Mm-hmm. Y'all go do y'all thing. Absolutely. Sean is doing his thing on the.
Speaking of music, Ari Lennox been in the news. She had some.
She got a couple clips going around for sure. She has one clip going around that I thought was really interesting. She was sitting down with Poor Minds, which is actually a good. That's probably one of their better interviews that they've done. Really good episode. So she was sitting down with Drea and Lex. They were having a conversation about accomplishments. Ari was talking about how she used to think that going out and buying her own home and owning land and investing and all of this would be something that another successful person that she meets, a successful man, would find attractive about her. And it doesn't seem that way. Y'all let Boosie and Webby and Neo boost y'all head up about them independent women, didn't y'all? She got her own, all that shit he was singing. I ain't gonna lie to you. There's a lot of men. I'm gonna say Frank one of them too. I'm one of them. That don't mean that much to me. Men don't put value or stock in a woman having that stuff as much as women put stock and value in it that we do. Because we don't look look for security in you that way. You guys look for security in not just emotional, but in a financial way. Like, he can take care of us. Like, that's part of that is what helps you find attraction to us. My security that I'm looking for is somebody I can be vulnerable with, somebody who caring. I could trust with what I feel and not have to work.
Nurturing.
You know what I mean? So that's what and we'll put in the value of some of those things that I'm not good at. I'm not great. I could put a meal together. I don't cook well. I'm not saying women need to be in the kitchen, but that's where that whole lineup of things of like, I'm not great at this. I want somebody to compliment me. Whatever it is. Because Frank he probably could do most of the cooking in his house. Half the time, I hear Frank do be doing the cooking. You do.
I could.
Like, I ain't gonna lie, he do. But you find somebody who can compliment you.
And that's the thing. I think you nailed it on the head for the most part with men. We look for somebody who can compliment us. And don't get me wrong, it's not that men do not appreciate a woman who can go out and achieve these things.
Oh, 100%.
That's dope. But again, I think you hit the nail on the head. We don't value it the same way. And I think that's where Ari kind of went wrong. Maybe she doesn't have enough men in her circle to kind of give her insight into how men value things. You was going to say something, Joe?
I say, like,
You need to say it louder.
Yeah.
have hobbies,
Have hobbies is your suggestion.
things to do outside.
Have hobbies is your suggestion. Instead of going to accomplish things, have hobbies. What's a hobby, Joe?
Her art is her hobby. Yeah.
Her art. Her career is what you said.
Oh,
so you
I
say,
see what he's
no,
saying.
hold on. You said her career is a hobby.
I was trying to save you, dog. I was trying to save you. Ain't let me
You
say
said her career is a hobby. Her career is a hobby.
You know what he just did? You see that video of that dude got knocked out in the bathroom?
Oh, so stupid. Yes.
Quick sidebar. There's a video going around, and this dude.
They in Philadelphia. It's some Philly shit.
He cornered this dude in the bathroom and was like, "Oh, you from Detroit? Tell me what's on
it's
7
Detroit,
Mile and some other intersection." And the dude, you could see he's looking uncomfortable. He tried to get out the bathroom. The dude was like, "Nah." He stopped and was like, "Nah, just tell me what's on the corner of such and such, 7 Mile and such and such." And the dude was like, "Man, I'm from Detroit." He was like, "Nah, I can feel your heart beating, bro." And the dude is looking all nervous and scared. And he knocks him out in the bathroom, and it's like, damn. And another dude was trying to come in, and he was going, kind of get in the way. And the dude saw it and was like, let me just back on out of here. So I tried to stop it. Marvin was like, "Nah, let me get him." So Joe, whenever Marvin asks you a question like that, he's setting you up. Don't answer it. Just shut up.
No, we are here to talk to one another. That's what we're here for.
That's a villain talking right there. He is setting you up, bro.
I'm not setting you up. We are here to talk to one another. Are we not? Okay. So be prepared to talk. I'm going to ask you a question. Answer it.
I don't think her career is a hobby. I'm just saying, like, the things that she's saying that she would compliment a man, I'm like, to a man, those things are like our hobbies, and we're not really looking for someone to get into that.
Let me tell y'all what Joe said. No, I got you. Let me tell you what Joe said. Joe said that the things that she does, that getting land and all that, those are hobbies. That's how men look at it. Is that what you said?
Essentially, yeah. It was like, that's something that I would like to do, but my career, like, those are things I just enjoy. Like, me painting is my hobby. I would like to make money off of it, but that's not my core value is building a family and, having a nurturing. Those are things that I would value.
The things Joe said he would value is building a family, nurturing his children, essentially the traditional wife thing. That's what he. That's what you said.
What in a woman, yeah, that's what I want.
Joe, stop. I can walk you down. Like, I'm trying not to. I'm trying. And you don't got a mic enough to be talking like this. I'm a
Shutting the fuck up is always an option.
It's always an option.
I've been potting with this man for almost going on 6 years now. It's 6 years.
6 years.
I've been potting with him 6 years. I've known him over 20 years. Right? That sounds about right.
Exactly. Over 20. Almost
over
25.
20. Real quick, I want to give a shout out to one of our sponsors, the best brunch in South Florida, Beyond Brunch. You can catch them at the Vault. That's every Sunday from 10 a.m. to 7 p.m. Beyond Brunch. So if you're ever in South Florida and you're looking for a spot to party and just really turn up and have a great time, it's always a good time at Beyond Brunch. If you follow my page, you see a ton of pictures of me enjoying myself with my peoples. Look at the reviews on Google. Nothing but good vibes, nothing but great food, nothing but great music. Give them a shout out, Beyond Brunch. You can check them online or social media at BB Sundays. Beyond Brunch. You heard me. I know his setups. Dude, I sparred with this man verbally for a very long time. Dude, just don't.
It's all good. Anywho, but she is right. there are men, they did get into a conversation that certain men are intimidated by a successful woman. There are a certain type of man. Heck, we were talking about it on, pre-pod, where we were talking about the whole manosphere niggas. Yeah. Like, there are certain men who do get intimidated by a woman who's succeeding in life. Like, they used the example of Beyonce. And she was like, a lot of niggas tell you, girl, you ain't no Beyonce. Don't you compare yourself to Beyonce. And she said, well, nigga, you ain't no Jay-Z. It takes a special type of man to go. Like, Jay-Z be right there at the concert watching his woman get praised by millions of people. And he right there like this. With his camera, like he ain't been at every show. Got his phone out, making sure he get clips. Mm-hmm. It's not a lot of men built like that, though.
That was me. Not that my wife got when she got the award for top 40 under 40. It was right there with my phone.
Not even just that. She was a doctor.
She is
10
a doctor,
years
yeah.
You just celebrated 10 years. She is a doctor.
Yeah.
You just celebrated 10 years of your business.
Yes.
10 years. She was a doctor already.
She was a doctor already.
You were still building a business.
Making scraps.
From, you know what I'm saying? Doing what you could, accepting jobs that you ain't necessarily want, but hey, the bill's got a bill.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It takes a lot. It's a special type of dude that can do what you did.
I appreciate that. Yeah.
It is. Not every dude could not that you played the back seat in any way, but
right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's a special type of dude that could be in a relationship with somebody who has already achieved one of their biggest life goals and you haven't gotten there yet.
Right.
That's not easy. A lot of men can't take that type of energy. So I didn't disagree with them on that regard.
No, they're not wrong. And when women said, like, don't get me wrong, I've seen arguments where a dude is like, oh, no, men aren't intimidated, where we just don't like the characteristics that come with a woman who've accomplished these things. And, yeah, I would say there's some truth in that, but in all honesty, the women aren't wrong. Like, there are men that are genuinely, like, jealous or feel intimidated if a woman is well accomplished. I've seen it personally, where and a woman will say it and she wouldn't even say it as bragging. Actually, I know women that kind of downplay the things they've accomplished so they won't step on toes, and they kind of like shrink themselves because they don't want to come off as braggadocious or whatever. And there are dudes, I've seen it, where a woman, hey, so what you do for a living? And she'll say, oh, no, I'm the state attorney. And it's like, oh, shit. And it's like, nah, ain't no, oh, shit, that's pretty fucking dope. But some dudes will look at him like, damn, she an attorney and I'm just a manager at a warehouse or some shit. And it's like, she's not looking at you like that. She's just looking at you as a person like, dude, are you cool? If you cool, then fucking go for it. For the most part, these women that are well accomplished, they understand what their dating pool looks like. And some of them are like, look, I just want a nigga that's decent. I'm not asking you to be the Jay-Z. Now, if you are, great, but I'm not asking that of you. And honestly, like, I got me. I just need you to be a decent human being. And sometimes these guys don't see that. Now, that doesn't mean mooch off of her and say, oh, okay, she got the money. No, still go out and try to get your own and build yourself up and all of that. Still be a person with ambition, but understand y'all paths are different. So what? She accomplished her goals before you did yours. As long as you're still on your path and doing your thing, for the most part, that's all she asks for. Just be a man of substance, a man of ambition. We all, it's not a sprint, it's a marathon.
Life is about seasons.
Right.
Sometimes she got her winning season before you do.
And that's okay.
And guess what you're supposed to do? Be in the stands, cheer on.
Absolutely.
And keep working.
Be a partner, be a teammate.
Keep working. And then there are going to be days where, she got to take a back seat and watch you win.
Right.
And that's fine. That is fine. Like, y'all don't understand. That's what having a partner is. we're not going to always be side by side. There's days where Frank runs this, like he'll run the mic part and I don't got it. We might sit next to each other, but there's days one of us has to lead. It just is what it is. It don't change anything.
That's what being on a team is. You're not going to score 30 every night. There's going to be some nights you score 30. There's going to be a night you get 10.
And I just focus on rebounds.
Yeah, but long as y'all win at the end of it, like we had great episodes where I really didn't have much to say, and you ran it.
No, you're right.
And then vice versa. There's some episode where it's like, yo, I'm gonna keep lobbing these up for Frank. He's knocking it out the park. That's what. Then there's episodes, unlike the last one that didn't air, we went at it.
Yeah,
we both put up 25 on that one. It's just, it is what it is, and I think some dudes don't see it that way. They from their perspective,
everybody want to be LeBron. Everybody got to be LeBron. Everybody got to be Kobe. But you got to understand, to be LeBron and to be Kobe, there's days where they don't have it. I always go back to Game 7 against the Celtics for number 16. That was our 16 championship. Yeah, for number 16. Game 7, Kobe was tired.
How was that information necessary?
It was necessary to me. I was trying to recall. God damn. Niggas hating, man. See, y'all missed the whole Kobe thing because he hating on
It
Kobe.
wasn't even about Kobe.
Hey. Anywho,
Okay, you're right.
Let me keep going. So I'm using that Kobe example is he was tired. They were trying to win a championship. The team was trying to win a championship. There's gonna be days where your partner is scoring. Meta World Peace was the leading scorer in that game. It's gonna be days where
hit big shots.
Yeah, and hit the big shots. There's gonna be days where your partner need to do it. Now, there were days where Marie was the star in a couple games. She was. She ran a good season. It wasn't like Frank wasn't doing his part. Hey, Kobe realized he ain't having that game. What did he do? He focused on rebounds. Kobe had like 19 rebounds in that game. That's my part. That's what I'm gonna do to make sure that we win.
Right.
Because you doing this so great, I'm not going to take away from the shots you make it. I'm going to go do this. That's how we win as a team. Another clip came out of that same conversation that I thought was interesting. They were talking about the first time they cried while having sex. And has that ever happened to you? You ever cried while having sex? It's women. The women were saying how it was the first time they ever cried having sex, and they were all having this moment, and they were talking about how it's about deeper connection and this and that. You never?
I've never cried. No.
Joe, you cried? Me cried? Why you saying it like that? Niggas can cry.
Okay, tell us about the time you cried.
I did not.
Okay, all right. Then.
Just asking. What I'm saying is I wouldn't judge you. I wouldn't judge you if you did.
You prayed.
No. Let's.
Yeah, let's.
No. Joe,
expound, please.
Joe, switch to 1. Come here.
Yeah. Yeah, tell us this story.
Come here.
This is too much.
No, get over here. Get over here.
Get over here. Sit in my seat?
No. Joe.
I prayed.
Talk about how you prayed.
Hey, everybody, this is Joe.
So after, we did a thing, I did a,
It's called sex. Go ahead.
I did the thing.
You did your thing.
I did a little,
You need to talk into the mic.
I did a little prayer. Did like this. And
What were you praying for?
It's an amazing night. It was a good night.
So
it was a good night.
It
was a good night.
Let me get it straight.
Just tells me
The
I've never.
Hold on. You get to that. The sex. Go sit down. The sex was so transitional to you. Like it was so you had transcended to a different plane that y'all had to have a prayer after. I ain't fucking. Frank, you been fucking like that?
I ain't never fucked nothing like that.
I ain't never had to hey man, we need that.
What's the name of that group? As Yet? That must be the type of pussy.
Last night, I was inside of you. Last night, while making love to you, everybody, I saw the sun, the moon, the mountains and the rivers. I saw heaven when I made sweet love to you.
That was you, Joe.
God,
so I said that when they made that song, I was like, them niggas lying. Ain't never pussy that good to make you do them stupid dances in all white in front of a green screen. Ooh, but here we go.
Wee.
Joe told us.
Sweet dick with
Jesus Christ.
Sweet dick with the candy nuts.
Now, Joe, as a veteran in relationships, I hope that person is the person you're currently with. Because if it is not, and you just told this story, do you know the kind of doghouse you're going to be in? Okay, tell us something.
So y'all got, so I just want to make sure I get the details straight. After y'all got through doing what y'all had done, y'all got down on bended knee, clasped hands, and y'all prayed about it?
No, we was in the bed. We was in the bed and on our knees praying.
Jesus Christ. Y'all was in bed. There could have been better things y'all could have been doing. Than
And
pray.
so y'all got done and y'all was like, I just want to thank God for...
It sound like they got a Grammy award.
I'm trying to understand, like...
I'm not gonna lie. It was
Want to bless her. I just want to say thank you, Lord, for blessing her with this box that she bestowed upon me.
That she bestowed upon me. Yes.
thank you, God, thank you, Jesus.
What if there was somebody eavesdropping and you heard somebody just knocking it down and then afterwards you hear them starting to pray? That would confuse the hell out of me. Like, is this nigga praying over the...
Nah, so not to pry. I have prayed mid-sex. But it was more like, please don't let me know. Please, like, let me get through this. like it's good. I wasn't transcended.
Yeah.
I had it moved to a different plane. I was still there.
Yeah, okay, I can relate to that.
Like I was asking for strength.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? To get through to another day.
Shit, sometimes you can't even get the prayer. It's more like, no.
You gotta hit on I. Chill.
Yeah, chill, yeah. Chill. Like the faster you say it, the more it helps you. It don't work. It don't work.
And when she don't stop, what do? You just do this. You just take a deep breath, like, all
I
right.
played a blame game. That was your fault. I tried. But
No. In the middle of it happening, you just, like, God,
Hey.
the best I could
Yeah,
with what
right.
I had.
Yeah.
Look, you try to hit it, like, I told you I
And
ain't
then
had
that's when you send another prayer, like, I need to get it back up right now.
Like if you could,
Yeah.
if you could throw a nigga.
Yeah, nigga, if you could throw me a bone.
Throw me like,
Yeah, I mean, I need to get back in the game, coach. I just need to get some more shots up. That's all I'm saying.
Anywho,
God damn.
okay.
That's getting clipped, Joe. I'm letting you know now.
Hey,
That
so-
is getting clips.
So I've never cried. I've never prayed afterwards. Have you had sex with somebody and they cried?
No. Well, yes.
Okay. Yeah. You?
They cried?
Yes. The woman.
No, I haven't.
It threw me off at first because I thought I was going to get in trouble.
Fucking right. Then. At least, because I ain't transcend, but at least I made a big cry.
Yeah.
I ain't about to do that.
Yeah. I mean, Joe, you got us beat. We ain't never made nobody pray.
She ain't never be like, hey, baby, let's just.
Yeah, ain't nobody thank Jesus for me.
Yeah, no.
In the moment?
In the moment.
Yeah, maybe
but
afterwards,
we
you're like,
never had
thank God he's a good man. But not in the moment.
We never had such a transcendent moment that we had to close it out with prayer. Like, y'all, the spirit of the Lord was in the room.
I don't even think
Like,
T.D. Jakes did no shit like that.
Nah, you good. You good. Welcome to the pod.
Yeah.
Where saying too much is part of the job.
Yeah. We've all, me more than him, but we've all exposed a little.
No, I've said things. I've said things. We've said things.
You're not pardoned unless you have a moment where you say something and you get back and be like, I don't know if I should have said that.
Yeah.
I'm thinking that right now, like, shit.
It's all right.
No. See, what you just did, that moment, I can tell you now, we halfway through this part, but I can tell you that moment is what we're going to get text message and comments about. Like, yo, that was hilarious. So thank you, Joe. You just made this episode.
But yeah, you gotta. I mean, come on, Joe. You gotta make a woman cry, because that I've had a woman tell me like, "Oh my God, I'm about to cry,"
That's pretty good.
and you be like, "Yeah,
Confidence, ego.
hey, we doing something.
Yeah.
We doing something here."
Walk out the house feeling 10 feet tall. Like, can't nobody tell you shit.
This day is gonna be great.
So Drea was the one who said that she had cried during sex, and it was probably a few years ago, and it was the first time she ever came from penetration. Mm-hmm. And Ari's whole thing was like, wow, that was so inspiring her because she's never had that. Mm-hmm. And it really, like, because of my own personal experience, I forget that women don't necessarily come from that as much. And there was a study that said majority of women don't. 45% of people only spend like 5 to 10 minutes on foreplay. Mm-hmm. 45. So majority of people spend less. Now, niggas not kissing, they not rubbing on no body parts. They not, they say warm up the engine a little bit. Mm-hmm. You don't just push a start and take off. You niggas spend more time letting their car warm up than they warm up the person who they laying with. And it got me thinking, like, are we at a point where people still not doing foreplay? Is that still a thing out here? Men are still not doing foreplay?
I think a lot of men don't understand foreplay.
The benefits of foreplay.
Well, that too, but they don't understand foreplay to begin with. Foreplay don't start in the bedroom. Foreplay is actually an all-day thing. You can flirt with I say wife, but you can flirt with your girl all day, and that warms the engine up. Compliment her, smack on the ass, way you look at her, subtle touches on the arm or the back of her hair or whatever, just little
play
things.
Fight, whatever it is that y'all do.
Just connect with her throughout the day. By the end of the day, and of course, I mean, don't neglect, personally, I like, giving, so, you know what I mean? So, do it, nigga. It helps you.
Majority of women, because Ari says, and all the women in there say, most women don't come from penetration. It's rare to find a person that will make you do that. And they were all tying it back to having a connection with that person.
I think
that's kind of what drives it. But most women only come from either head or when they do their own shit. So if a majority of her nuts are happening, at least make sure you're a part of them. You need to be, if they happening when she's either doing it or if you give it, you got to do your part.
And also, sex doesn't end as a man, sex doesn't end when you nut. Like, if you nut, so fucking what? Like, there's still other things you can do. You could get back down there. Or you can introduce toys like.
Things to do.
Yeah. The job's not done.
Job not finished?
Job not finished.
You know what I'm saying?
There was also something else in that interview that she mentioned.
Hold on. Because, like you were saying, you're a giver.
Yeah.
Like a good foreplay. Joe, you a foreplay person?
Yes, definitely.
The definitely that was a lot. He said yes, definitely. Like,
nigga,
it's something to that.
Praying,
he got people praying. That nigga out there.
That nigga got people praying.
That nigga cupping the thighs. Like, you doing it like that, Joe?
Nigga probably standing with it. Clasp hands behind her back. Damn,
Joe said he's somebody's best eater out here. You know what I'm saying? You somebody's favorite eater, Joe?
I'm only one person eater.
No. I ain't saying you. No. We're not
saying you eat multiple people.
We're not saying you eat multiple people. You are in a relationship. You are in love. You are doing your thing. You and your lady. Nobody is saying anything like that. What I'm saying is there's a girl out there right now who is like, damn, boy.
I wish I was her.
Not even that. Like, damn, I miss when Joe used to.
Mm-hmm.
That's too damn bad. It's too damn bad.
He's saying that's too damn bad for when she watches this.
Yeah.
He doing the thing that Frank used to do, where they trying to parlay some pussy when they get to the house. Like, it's fine. Half the time, y'all girl don't listen to this shit till Wednesday. Like, all that shit you think you. Anyway.
I gotta make sure I got a good weekend.
No. I'm just saying, but we all been somebody best. There's somebody who is grieving the fact that they lost.
I'm not gonna lie. I saw a clip, and it just so happened they was talking about that. It was today when I was leaving the barbershop. Dude was talking about grieving his best eater, and I thought about that. I'm like, did I grieve my best eater? I'm like, nah, but I know I've been grieved. Where they called me and it was like, yo, so what's up? And you had to tell them like, nah, I'm
involved. I'm with somebody
involved right now, and they like, damn. bitch, you should have locked it down when you had the chance. Let me.
You
roam
see,
these
he said
streets.
he a giver. I love to give. You know what I'm saying?
Giving is fun.
I came in the game eating pussy. Just keep it.
Yeah,
What's
nigga,
crazy?
we was doing it when the shit wasn't cool.
Well, before niggas was
Yeah.
school, before they even really learned how to shave all the way good.
Yeah, when it still had flavor on it. Nigga.
Still had the day up on it. You know what I'm saying? She done still had some of the day on it. Look, all us wasn't having sex at 13, 14, all right?
Yeah.
Some of us had to eat our way into some. And that's okay.
Yeah.
It's okay. You know what I'm saying? Came in the game. You know what I'm saying? Somebody to this
how
day.
you know he hang out with white boys. You heard that?
Finger blast? This man say a little finger blast. This is the type of person I'm embarrassed. I'm embarrassed.
Fucking finger blast.
This is the type of person we have working on our stuff. I don't know, Joe.
Oh shit.
I don't know, Joe. We might have to put you on probation. Finger blast?
You heard him.
And he did the action.
Finger blast.
Joe, where you went to school? Memoir?
A nigga learned that shit when he was in the military. He spent no time with them in the barracks with all them white boys. They taught him that terminology.
Teach you some things, and I learned how to do Irish car bombs, all this.
He said Irish car bombs. We're gonna stop that there until Joe get a mic. He can't talk no more.
Yeah, we gotta get you a mic now, nigga.
This is it. We gotta move on. Now we gotta.
You are talking about the drink, right? Oh, okay. Nigga, hey, bro, you dealt with, yeah, you know what I mean?
No, we gotta take a throw a commercial in right here. All right, real quick. I'm gonna get you guys back to your regularly scheduled program. I know why you're here, but I do want to shout out Danny D Photos. He was a part of the whole conceptualizing this rebrand. He's a part of those magical photos that you guys have been seeing floating on the internets, Instagram, TikTok, Facebook. We all over. But that's because of him. Please look out for me. If you got something going on in South Florida, any events, any proms, any if you got somebody who's a little with child, he gonna take care of you. I promise you. That's DANNID Photos. If you don't know how to spell photos, that's on you, bro. Speaking ahead, getting out of whatever Joe was talking about. But speaking ahead, according to Boosie,
It's gotta be good.
if you're not really from the hood, if your first dick suck wasn't from a crackhead.
I guess I'm not from the
Ah,
hood.
damn. Cause where did I grow up? Cause hey, it felt hoodish.
Yeah.
Like there was.
I mean, my neighborhood was on First 48 on more than one occasion.
yes,
So I'm pretty sure.
I've seen Frank's house in the background of many an episode. Like, oh shit, I know that place.
Nigga, there was a day I was walking home from school and one of the murders that was on First 48, we walked past the scene. Like, they had the yellow, little barriers up and everything. Like, my neighborhood, and I'm not saying it to brag, I'm just saying we grew up in a rough spot.
Yeah.
But it was never rough enough to get head from a drug addict.
He said like when you was like 12, that's when you got your first head
of
from
all-
a crackhead. And but to be clear, what he also said was the 90s crackheads was different. They ain't look wore out, tore up the way these crackheads look now.
Well, these crackheads are on fentanyl. Yeah, they on fentanyl now. So it's the drugs.
It's a different type of lean. But
Yeah.
but he was like 90 crackheads, they still look like something.
I don't know, man.
We had somebody echo that same sentiment. He did. Because I wasn't never going to talk about this until he said it. I was like, so it's niggas that think that.
I had to let him know, hey, you started that sentence off a little shaky, bro. I didn't know where you was going with it.
He was like, yeah, boy, them 90s crackheads. I was like, whoa. I almost said his name. I was like, whoa, bro, what you trying to tell us?
Yeah, what you trying to say,
I mean, it's
dog?
cool. Like, no judgment. We grown now, but, I mean,
It's going to be a little judgment.
I'm going to say something. I'm going to hit you with the little side eye emoji. Like, all right.
Yeah, like, don't get me wrong. We did questionable looking people, but they weren't no crackheads. They was just somebody who probably wasn't the most hygienic. We've all fucked a funky person. So I'm just the only one?
No,
okay. I'm about to say this.
I was looking for words. I didn't know that we was admitting that today. But
hey, man, Joe admitted some shit. I admitted some shit.
I mean, I'm with you.
Joe says he's with him. We all have done things that we're not proud
we was
of.
having sex in high school. There was somebody.
No.
Now
Let's be clear.
After sixth period.
I want to be. Matter of fact, camera 2. Let's be clear. Y'all girls who are attracted to us in high school are disgusting. You're disgusting. Because the amount of clothes I already had on, not only was I wearing drawers, I had on basketball shorts that I played in before school. Then I went to gym, played in them some more. I kept them same basketball shorts on, put jeans back over them. And after school, you put my dick in your mouth. I didn't go nowhere.
We was all funky, nigga.
I didn't go nowhere.
We was all funky.
And I know I did things. And guess what? You had all day. I waited for you at the dance line practice. It's been a time. You know what I'm saying? We've done things.
I'm about to say, don't leave me hanging.
No, and that's just high school. Even going into some higher times, we've all come around that earthy girl.
Or the girl that was an athlete.
The girl that was an athlete who had a little bit more testosterone than the
dance
other.
line, ran track, did some shit.
She did something that she had a little onion to her. She smelled like she put on some onion powder with her perfume this morning. And guess what? It was like, you know what? Power through, little nigga. You power through.
Yeah,
so no, I'm not leaving you on that island.
The Alabama Sun to a juke joint, but hey.
Look, you're not gonna disrespect Pearline.
I'm just saying. There was no way.
You're not gonna disrespect Big Pearl, okay?
Just saying, there was no way she was smelling.
No, the day was on her.
It had to be.
He had to get that flavor.
He had to.
I don't know if he had to, but I mean,
like, hey, bro, we didn't have.
It was his last.
In the time, we felt like we had to.
In hindsight, it was his last opportunity because she was dead that night. So he really had no other choice.
She died.
In hindsight, he said it's still the greatest night of his life.
You know how good that box got to be?
Enough to prey on it, apparently.
Yeah. Yeah.
That nigga said they kneeled together in the bed. Do you know how this to go home and kneel in your bed to see how weird that feels? Nah, you're not allowed to talk anymore. Before we get out of here.
We all bow our heads.
They received the Lord.
I can't even imagine that. You just get out of that thing and you, baby.
Thank you, Lord, for blessing me with this wonderful meal.
It's wonderful meal.
This nigga prayed after premarital sex. What kind of shit is that? Just committed a sin.
Fornication.
Yeah.
Fresh out of fornication said, you know what?
He probably didn't even ask for forgiveness, just went straight into thanks.
The smell of sex still in there. And you know what he said? The Spirit of the Lord is amongst us. It's something very fervent in here that we gotta say something about. You know, Father God, I just want to take the time to thank you.
Take a deep breath.
I just want to take the time to thank you for all the blessings and everything that you have bestowed upon us. I want to thank you for this woman. You know, we're going through a lot right now. Everything, it's a lot weighing heavy on us. But she put that heavy on me. And I want to say thank you. You know, it was around like minute 18 where she did that little thing that she do. And it took us both somewhere. We definitely hit a flow state. We definitely hit a flow state where we was at a place.
That is
and
wild, bro.
I know that we were at a place and you were present. So I want to say thank you. I want to say thank you.
God damn, Joe.
Yeah, never done it.
Never done it, man.
I don't know. Maybe we need to pray. Something you need to work on this week.
Yeah. I'm gonna try to pray. Is Easter Sunday?
Easter Sunday coming?
Yeah.
Easter Sunday just passed.
Yeah, we're gonna pray on that thing.
You know what I'm saying? He is risen.
Yeah. The double entendres is crazy right now.
I'm on it. You know what I'm saying? It's all right. Anywho,
Boy,
y'all seen
going
him
to be embarrassed next week, my
y'all
nigga.
seen how he came in. You seen him in the shorts. He got it. He do his thing. Anyway,
He'll be like, babe, whatever you do this week, do not.
Just
Matter
don't
of fact,
watch.
unfollow them. Unfollow the page now. Unfollow it and block it.
Hey, that nigga gonna be. These niggas gonna put out the third clip.
Yeah, this week is gonna be 3 clips a day.
This third clip, 3 days in a row. Hey, man, you know, good shit. Before we get out of here, Paradise, man. The Paradise finale came out. How you felt about the season in total before we talk about the finale?
I thought it was a good season. I wasn't sure where it was gonna go, because the season starts off with him going to. Well, season 1 ended with him getting on the plane going to look for his wife.
Right.
And then episode 1 started off. The storytelling was different in episode 1 because it focused on the person that was pivotal to the story, but didn't really get it. They didn't tell the overall story. Like they didn't give much about the overall story.
All the main characters from last season weren't in that episode.
Yeah,
right.
so it like the episode 1 talked about Annie. So watching it, it's like, okay, who the fuck is this person? Like, why should we care? But by the end of the episode, it made more sense. And as the season rolled on, then you kind of caught on to how they're telling the story in this season. And it turned out to me, it was like, okay, this is pretty cool. I like how they're telling the story this season. So overall, I'm not gonna lie, episode 1 took me like 2 attempts to get past it.
It did.
But once I got past it, I was like, okay, I like where this is going. Especially when he got to the point where he finally found out where his wife was. That's when it really took off for me. Like, okay, we're rolling now.
Okay. This season dragged for me.
It did?
It dragged for me. I'm all about the first season. To me, I was like, oh, this is one of the best shows on TV.
I still feel that way though.
I didn't get to how I feel about it yet, but first season to me was one of the best shows on TV. There was so many questions we were left with, and I like the politics of everything that's going on inside, and then we found out that outside there's like a whole, now, like when you're watching the show and there's a whole other world that we still need to explore. There's so many things coming in from the outside that's happening inside. So it's like, oh shit, like this is going to be crazy, right? Mm-hmm. So you have that going on and all the background stuff of that. Then we move into him going to go find his wife, which inevitably he had to do. Once you find out your lady is alive after 3 years, you gonna go get her. You trust somebody with your kids and you go get her. Mm-hmm. I'm not gonna bring my kids out there because we don't know what out there is like.
Right.
But I'm gonna go get her. So I'm for that. The first episode, I understand certain things where like you got an episode to introduce a character that's very pivotal to the rest of the season, and that's great. I don't know that necessarily should be your first episode. Mm-hmm. It was a risky play. Yeah. But cool. I could live with that. I still think we spent too much time outside of the bunker for my taste. Because it's like when Game of Thrones moved away from the gamesmanship of the throne.
Got you.
And it just became about we're at a place where we're like, we just need to move the pieces so we can get to the war parts. We're missing some of the best conversations, the best seasons for Game of Thrones are from people just the gamesmanship of Varys and Littlefinger. That some of the best scenes, some of the best dialogue come from those.
What's his name? Tyrion.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Ned, when him and Robert would go at it in the small council. Those are some of the better scenes of the entire show.
Well, you can
in
see
the
them
books.
Moving the little pieces.
But we got away from that and we're doing things. So like you got that going on. I think this season ends and it's a totally different show from season 1. And that's the part that's throwing me. Not that it was a bad thing. That's not what I signed up for. We went from a show that was about the geopolitics of inside the bunker and what could be going on outside. We saw that America's the one that we're the assholes who sent the EMP that could shut off the world and duh. And then there was nuclear stuff. There was all of that. Good. And then we moved to, are you ever going to watch it, Joe, before I drop some of this stuff?
Yeah.
Then we moved to AI and time travel and time manipulation. It's like, this was one set of a sci-fi show and now a totally different sci-fi show.
You know how I took it? I took it as, and maybe I can understand if you said the creators moved too fast in expanding the world.
Here's why. I said it dragged. Because the first 5 or 6 episodes, there's only 8 episodes in a season. It's almost as if they were like, oh shit, we're at episode 6. We need to ramp up some stuff so that we can finish the story that we're trying to tell. And then it was just like, it's like they're just throwing everything in there. You ever hear that sound on Instagram where she's like, bust all of it in there. Bust it all in there. Bust it all in. That's like what they were. It was just like, hey, she's tired. Get it finished. And they was like, yeah, let's get all our shit out. And we get, in the span of 3 episodes, you get time travel, AI, the lady's son, who was supposed to have died, which turned her into the monster that she became, comes back later as a whole different nigga, but she thinks it's her son. Mm-hmm. How is that her son? Even through time manipulation. Yeah, even through how? Because the nigga was blonde. Her son was blonde, and now he's a brunette nigga. How?
It's sci-fi.
No. And even if they just use a different kid in season 1 and they just wanted to transition it into this, they had the opportunity to make him a different kid in this season. But, they changed the pictures and all that shit. Right. When what's happening at the end is happening at the end, the blonde kid comes back out and holds her hand. So it's like, wait, nigga, what? His hair is brown. It's been brown. It was brown the whole time. Wasn't like it wasn't like, oh, well, in earlier season, because we get to see him a little younger.
Right.
His hair was blonde then. And like, oh, no, it changed his color.
When he was in college?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it was brown the whole time.
The whole time, yeah.
So how the fuck is that her son? Time manipulation made him dark-haired.
Maybe. I don't know. But I was rocking with it.
That's my problem. Not that you was rocking with it. My problem is when a show is good, we do give it a lot more passes, right?
Well, too. I think it's polar. You have people on 2 spectrums. You're going to have the one that give it a lot of passes. Then you're going to have people that be like, nah, I believed in you. You got me hooked. You made a lot of sense when I got on board. And now I feel like you're losing recipes. So yeah.
Maybe, and they always said Paradise was only going to be 3 seasons, right? So maybe you're going to round it out in season 3, but I think you might have lost people in season 2.
And you see, that could be the problem. I think if you planned for 3 seasons, now if that was the original plan, then you didn't do season 2 any justice. Because if you had, if you know where you're going to get to at the end of season 3, and you understood where you ended at season 1, season 2 is supposed to be a bridge, and you could have managed that bridge better. Because like you said, the first 4 to 6 episodes is you just trying to find your wife. And then after you find your wife, you get her from, they were in Kentucky or some shit. You get her from Kentucky.
Atlanta, whatever.
Oh, yes, Tennessee, somewhere near Georgia. You get her from there to Colorado. That is not a short trip, even with the help of a train.
It happened between episodes.
You got her all the way to Denver. Not only did you get her all the way to, not Denver, Colorado. You get her all the way to Colorado. Not only are you guys there, you guys find the bunker. And then you had the wherewithal to go and understand where to knock, who to ask for, and all of these things. You could have did a better job.
Too many leaps and bounds you were asking me to make mentally when all of season 1 made a lot of sense. It was more of a murder mystery. It was this and that.
And I think that's another thing that might throw, again.
It changed the show. The show is totally different. It went
you
from.
You had a murder mystery in a sci-fi world.
Right, in a post-apocalyptic world.
Yeah, and then now it pivots to
time travel and AI.
Yeah,
it's a lot. It's a different show, is what I'm saying.
I can see your
show.
point. But don't get me wrong, I still fuck with it.
I'm not saying you shouldn't. Here's the part that got me. Okay, Xavier is user X. Fine. That's what you want me to believe. Great.
Okay, yeah.
I'm in it enough that I watch season 3, but I'm probably not gonna watch it with the same
fervor.
I was trying to find another word for fervor, but if you're gonna use fervor, fine. The words he never can say, but the words he chooses to be able to just say off the top of his head is crazy. With the same fervor or just the same energy, it's not gonna be a show that I gotta make sure I watch it when it drops. Like, it's not that show anymore for me. Okay. I'm gonna watch it, and then we get to the one part that I thought was gonna be the shit that I've been waiting for, because since I know you got your wife, and I pretty much figured they weren't gonna do the whole. He had already lived through enough trauma that they wouldn't do the whole he finds her right as she's dying type shit.
Yeah.
They haven't put us in a very Game of Thrones world type of, like, bad shit gonna happen way more than good shit.
Yeah.
Because TV should be more of an escape than reflections of our real life. I totally believe that. Mm-hmm. But we get to the point where he gets back with his wife. They get the kids. They now outside the bunker because the bunker done blew up or whatever.
Yeah, imploded, whatever.
This baddie psychiatrist you was fucking while you thought your wife was dead walks up to you.
Because she don't know you left.
No, she knows you left, gone, but she don't know why you left.
Right.
She was your psychiatrist. She know that you were missing your wife. She knows all this other stuff, blah, blah, blah.
But y'all had a relationship.
Y'all had a relationship. You was, and she ain't no slouch. Like,
she's a very cute woman.
She nice. She nice out here. You know what I'm saying? Ain't but so many people in paradise. But for the people in paradise, she might be the baddest one.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Very attractive woman, right.
So you got that going on. She walks up and you introduce her, because this is the part I'm waiting on.
Yeah.
The bullshit. Like, I'm like, all right, here we go. Oh, he about to introduce her to his wife. He gonna have to be like, hey, I was plowing it while, I thought you was dead. Mm-hmm. And nigga was like, oh, like any real nigga would though. I'm not gonna hate on him. This is whatever her name was, Terry. This my psychiatrist. And you saw him he saw it and gave her the look like, hey, don't say shit now.
That's the part I found hilarious.
Don't say shit now.
Because it was all in the face where it was like, don't ruin this for me.
That's where I think he fucked up the most. Because she's been dead for 3 years in your mind. You have every right in all the long walks they had trying to go find the little white boy and all that. She done went and had a whole nother family. Not like she was sleeping with nobody, but she had a whole nother family.
Even if she did sleep with somebody, like, she could have easily thought he was dead the same way he thought she was dead.
Yeah, but she didn't. And that's the difference.
I know.
Because she knew he was alive. He was in the bunker. She knew that he was a part of the people who went. So all assumption is they survived. We might not have. So, yeah, I understand her staying stronger than him. Because in his mind, Atlanta blew up. That's where my wife was. Everybody, according to everybody in paradise, everybody outside was dead.
Right.
And those who were kind of alive were animals or whatever the fuck.
Right. Hell, in season 1, they hunted down people that got close to the bunker. They sent somebody out to kill them.
So I say all that to say, he dropped the ball right there, man. I was waiting for the mess. If I had to watch through all this season, now y'all time traveling, now anything is possible because you can just bring anybody back to life and all this other shit. I don't know, dog. It pissed me off.
It didn't explain if you could bring anybody back to life. It just said
that kid died.
They didn't explain how the anomalies. This an anomaly. We don't know exactly how the supercomputer is working
Frank,
right now.
Shut the fuck up, bro. Ladies and gentlemen, and all those in between.
But I said,
and outside of those constructs.
Just frustrated about the damn show.
Oh man, watch Paradise. It's not a bad show. I don't say all that to deter you from watching it. If these spoilers don't deter you, if it's a decent enough show. I'm just saying for me, it's a totally different show.
If you was Xavier.
No, exactly the way a real nigga would. Hey, this is my psychiatrist.
So before you got back, would you have gave your wife a heads up that, hey,
you got to say something.
So you would have told your wife that, hey, I had a relationship with this person because I thought you was dead?
Yeah. He only slept with her like once, though. I think she could get over you sleeping with her once. Might not have been able to get over once she saw how bad she was. Because that's a different conversation.
Yeah. I don't know, man.
She was giving a little, what was her name? Eva Mendes, Eva Longoria vibes.
I don't know how I would have handled that. I probably would have been tight-lipped about it too.
It's been 3 years. You bring home a white kid, I might as well just tell you, like, hey, I did mess with somebody while you was gone. I thought you were gone. In my grief, I laid with somebody.
I guess if the conversation comes up, I don't know if I'm just volunteering that information.
No, she was my therapist. Low key, she took advantage of me.
Oh, you gonna
in my
spin
grief,
it?
man? Fuck that bitch. I got my wife back. I got my wife back. I don't care. I don't plan to sleep with her again. I don't care how she feel about that girl. She took advantage of me.
If the therapist was good enough where you prayed on it?
That's crazy.
Now it's crazy, Joe. Now it's crazy. I think I said that's crazy.
Nah, you said it, man.
Pray on it, man.
Oh my God, that's gonna be the name of this episode. Pray on it.
You know it is. Pray on it.
I said,
Ladies,
that's crazy.
Ladies and gentlemen, and all those in between and outside of those constructs, this has been another episode of the Samurai Professionals Podcast, the podcast where two young professionals bring issues to the table and chop it up, but we don't do that anymore. This is the greatest broadcast across all the internets, bringing you this audio and visual goodness. Is the host with the most. I don't know, just saying shit now.
Yeah.
Yo goes Marvin, Young Saint, that's Saint by blood, not relation.
Y'all beat Chase son, he replay some, huh?
International Marv, that's the handle. Smash Catch him, Smurder She Wrote, Starving the Martian, Franklin St. Laurent. Whoo, that boy hot. Call him Flame St. Patrick, a.k.a. Ghost Malone. Smoother Vandross, That Man Beyond, Dion Slanders, Petty Pendergrass, Optimus Primetime, Flex Luthor, The Bandalorian, a.k.a. Bando, Anakin Flywalker, Blackerot, Poppy Cuffington, Scotty Drippin. Snob Marley, thank you. You're always there for me.
Oh, he left me hanging.
My bad.
There you go.
I bet. Snob Harley, Ghostface Thriller, the Heavy Potter, the Breaker of Chains, Fuck With Me, Don't Fuck Without Me, and the man to the right of me, the reigning, defending, undisputed Father of the Year, 6 summers running, out here fighting Easter candy and Tudors and Starbucks and everything else going on in the world. Talk to him.
Nacho Man Candy Savage, the Slim Reaper, the Serial Killer, Applejack the Ripper, the Munch on Lunch, Lord of the Wings, Jabba in the Cut, the Wholesome Dude, Fat Boy Slim, it's not a dad bod, it's a father
figure,
the social introvert, the nigga you unlock when you beat the game on expert, the DLC, come see about me, Grits and Gravy, Ron Swan Song, Walter White Walker, Hordor Doorstopper, Chief Queef, the King of Crump, Your Highness, Air Swordman, LeBrunch James, Chef Curry Chicken, Chill Jackson, Kung Fu Panda Dunks, Rage Against the Cardio Machine, Juet Lee, the F&D, one half of this POD. He is I and I am him, Miss Frank, and we just chopped it up. Please check us out on our website, thesamuraipros.com, where you can leave us a voicemail and check us out on all our socials.
Smash that thumbs up button. Like, comment, subscribe.
Yes. YouTube, The Samurai Pros. You can catch all our episodes, clips. We drop live episodes. You can interact with me and Marvin live. We be in there. Find us on all our socials at The Samurai Pros. You can find me personally on just about any platform at I Can Only Be Frank. Where can they find you, Marv?
You can find me on any platform at Marvin X Adams. Please go check out Frank's blog at ICanOnlyBeFrank.com.
Appreciate you. And Joe, Mr. Stay Up, so he pray up.
Hey, stay prayed up. Stay prayed up.
Where can they find you, Joe?
Don't nobody give a fuck.
No, tell him. What they got?
He said Daft Art Boy. He said
So
that with
check out
his
the Samurai
whole chest.
Pros.
He said that with his whole chest.
Whole chest.
Daft Art Boy.
Check out the Samurai Pros, like Marvin say. Fuck with us, don't fuck without us. This has been another episode of the Samurai Professionals Podcast. Peace.
Peace and love.